Hey everyone, this is this 120 Prado, probably the best value for money vehicle you could get your hands on, I reckon, at the moment. You could buy yourself a new Prado for 88 grand and spend another 50 on accessories, or you can grab this one that's already got 50 grand worth of accessories on it. Tyres in good condition. I'll tell you what, you could buy a crappy Prado and easily spend 10 grand on it for not much more. You know, I don't know if it's going to, like I said, I don't know if it's going to be 15 grand or what, but I figured we better have a look around underneath and see what it looks like underneath and give you a report. Always helps if we've got a light on. So that is some old man emu suspension, that's for sure. So, you know, I mean, it works for now, but probably due for replacement. You can have a look at the bushes, actually. They look all right, not too bad. Upper control arms, bushes, everything look all right. Lower control arms. Let's have a look. Some grease and stuff going on there, so I reckon maybe something's been done on those, or they've been out, or it's been for wheel alignment, or the bushes have been replaced. They look pretty good, actually, so I think those bushes got replaced, so that's a bonus. That saves you thousands of dollars on repairs. That looks to me like those bushes have been done recently. So let's just back it up a bit. ARB bull bar, worn winch, some really decent, oh yeah, it's got the rack ends and the rack boots have been done by the looks of it. Mate, no expense spared on maintenance on this vehicle. So it might have spaghetti for electrical, but no expense spared. Like I said, look at the tyres. The bloody tyres are worth over $1,000, right? Wild Peaks in, you know, pretty good amount of rubber left there. CV's drive shafts all look good as far as roadworthy goes. I'm just looking around looking for trouble. Mate, any play in the front wheel bearings? No. Oh, nothing. Bit of oil there, okay, so a bit of a possible oil leak of some sort, probably just that crank sensor. I haven't looked yet, I'm just taking a guess. Do you want to have a quick look at that crank sensor? You reckon there's a bit of oil, hard to see? Probably is that though, isn't it, you know, but after yesterday, who knows. But this one probably hasn't had the head taken off, and that was a one of a kind, that other one, but anyway. But you won't see that yet because this video will probably come out before what happened yesterday and all that, so stay tuned. Diff looks like a diff to me. So it's got the rear locker LOKKA. I'm looking for problems for you. It's pretty dry. I think some transmission work got done. I can't remember the story. I can't remember everything when I do the video, but it's got a trans cooler on it. You have a transmission cooler, or was that the radiator that got done? It's got the separate cooler because, yeah, that's what happened. So maybe the transmission didn't get touched. Shouldn't, they're bulletproof. So great car to have with a transmission like this. No oil leaks there on the transfer. It's got the actuator because it's got the traction control on that, remember? Push button stuff. This is a GXL with the upgrade, traction control, VSC, all that stuff. The rear OME stuff, once again, might be old, but it's still there, hasn't got leaks on it. As far as I'm concerned, it's going to pass roadworthy. You've got airbags in there, so we can add and subtract a bit of air here. You got some extra reverse lights, Anderson plugs, trailer plugs, tow bars, all included. A fuel tank that's not stoved in, which is good. Rear brakes are all right for now, so roadworthy condition. Fuel fill hose, I'm going to guess it's not done, but oh no, it's a bit of softness to it, so it's either been done or it's okay, so don't worry about the fuel hose. This is actually going to be a bit hard to make any money out of if I'm going to try and sell some work. If I was doing an inspection and I was like these workshops trying to get work, I'd be going, well, needs a clean, can do with the clean up. This fuel tank guard's in good condition, good to see. So like I said, it's got the locker. So hear that? I'm spinning one of the wheels. That's the noise that can happen sometimes when you're turning at low speed, where people are going to give you that look. Right? So be aware of that, but then it's all normal. Nothing wrong with that, and I believe it's been in there a long time. Just use your normal diff oil, LSD oil or not, doesn't matter. I just put the LSD oil in, over spec. Other than needing a good clean up to be my thing, underneath the vehicle, there's nothing to see here. Hang on. Where's that bloody fuel filter gone? What's going on there? Someone's done some work on this fuel system. It's got a rear fuel tank. Hasn't got the rear fuel filter. Hasn't had it for a long time because you can see so they've bypassed that bloody fuel filter or something by the looks of it. So I can find out more about that. But anyway, there's no, that's going to save you some maintenance money. Just do the one under the bonnet every whatever. Look, probably had that fuel transfer problem. I don't know, they probably thought it was a good idea to bypass it. I believe some of the packaging debris at the filter, so the filter blocking is a cause of fuel transfer problems. And of course, debris from that filter getting to the Venturi, little bits of debris, which that filter I think is designed to stop that from happening. So let's have a look at the turbo. It's original. I found out more about that. So you've got an aftermarket, a bigger exhaust. You've got a turbo there that's original, that has got no leaks or anything. It's got an old black oil stain, but there's no leak strips, wetness. Like there's a bit of wetness here, where it's probably coming from up the top of the valve cover, because I can see all the way down the side. I doubt there's a rear main leaking, because these never leak rear mains, but there's a bit of wetness here as well. So could be something, but I'm going to go for the, I'm going to go for the plug, but the plug's not really. So there's a bit of wetness around. And I already said I reckon it needs an injector job, even though the readings are good, so you could put that off a bit, but I'd be doing it. Bit of wetness around there, but there's no drip like a big oil leak or anything. So bloody great bush basher, great car, 120 Prado, one of the best things ever built, I reckon, and you can't get them anymore. There's something you can park at the shopping centre that you don't have to worry about getting a scratch or a dent on. You can take it off-road, you can make it reliable for touring, and it's going to be cheap on insurance, because to be honest, you can get third party on these things with fire and theft, value up to 10 grand, and it's a couple $100 a year. Well, that's what I had on one of our vehicles. So bloody beautiful. How's that? I just can't.
Steering rack?
Yes, the rack's been done as well, apparently. So that's what I mean. Like, take it somewhere for a service, and they will just fix stuff and replace stuff. So yeah, it's got a new rack in there. I don't know if it's genuine or not. That's what's done. So it's not the rack ends. They've probably just put a whole rack in it, you know. What it is, it doesn't really matter. I'm sure it'll do the job. For a cheap car, I mean, for whatever the price is, I don't know if it's 10 grand, 12 grand, 14, 16, 18 or 20. It won't be any more than 20. Won't be any less than 10, because I'll pay 10 for it. And I reckon I'm stealing it. I said that. I'll do 10K on this, and I'll have to bloody keep it, and I'll have to do some work on it, and you know, get some, clean up the wire and the bash plates, pull the sticks out.
Yeah, it's got the crank sensor still, look.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So nothing big to worry about there, I don't think. It's got the alloy radiator, remember, which is good. So it's had a lot of work done. It can get some suspension eventually, you know. The tyres are good, the brakes are good. So really, there's kind of nothing to spend. It's just your D.I.Y. electrical. Bullshit, so much stuff's done. This is actually a great, I mean, people would pick a vehicle that has got lower Ks and it hasn't got that spaghetti wiring and buy that, and they'd have to put a rack in it or put bushes in it and put this in it, put that in it. I'm just going, mate, this is overall pretty good. Could do with a clean-up, and it needs some spaghetti removal. And other than that, what do you say? You know, you look at a lot of these.
Yeah, it's all right.
I mean, you know, what work is there to do underneath this vehicle? What have you seen that...
Just under the bonnet.
Under the bonnet. So the spaghetti, yeah? So you with me? You know, it's had some really good maintenance, a lot of stuff replaced. Like I said, it needs suspension again soon. There's things it needs, but it's not urgent, got to do now. With a clean-up, this will get a roadworthy, I believe, because everything's been done that, you know, people sort of pick on. So we got nothing. Well, this part of the bash plate is either missing or being taken off. Might be in the back of the car. Check the other video. Anyway, Prado for sale. Get in quick, make a decision. Otherwise, it's either going to go up for sale somewhere else, or I'm going to steal it for 10 grand. All right, catch you in the next video. See ya.